We have to be very mindful of the time. I regret to tell you we have 20 minutes approximately left. If you believe your question is related to anything that has already been asked, I'm going to ask if you will can have something new for the minister to respond to. That would be good, and we can move and clear people as fast as possible. So,
hi, my name is Cameron. I'm 16, and I am a daughter of a legacy immigrant refugee. And this year I'm going to be in grade 12, and it's my last year, and obviously my future is kind of in struggle because I'm going to be going to post-secondary soon, and really scared because we can't afford the international fees for a student. And I know that you guys are doing much better, and it would be better off if we see a lot of results coming in to better off the legacy claimants cases. And yeah, that would be my concern because not a lot of children of the legacy cases are here, and I'm here to represent them. So thank you for your time.
The legacy issue, the only thing I would add is we didn't create the legacy background, we inherited that. We're trying our best to eliminate the legacy background because each case in there is a family, an individual that needs to restart their lives again. And we're doing that. We found the money, we have a team, and we're already working to clear the case. So we're doing what we can. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Marius. I'm Canadian from RDC, Congo, northeast of Congo. Since 2007, Canadian. The problem is, I don't know what to do. I have all my family, one doctor, one lawyer, 2 economists, 2 teachers. We live actually in Kivu, where all stuff, the world is continuing to run every single day. And they keep calling me. I don't know what to do. All the time I can work. I have a phone call every single day. They ask me, oh brother, what can I do here? They will kill us. I don't know, I have no money to sponsor like 10 people one time. But all of them, they are in my situation, my file to immigration. What to do?
thank you.
My name is Ahmed. My issue is sponsorship. I applied my husband 4 years before, but I'm here with 2 teenage kids. So he passed interview, he passed background checks, everything is passed. 3 years back. So I am waiting for him. I need to, my husband here and my children need there. Yeah, that's it. I need to my integration, my family. That's it. Thank you.
Evening, my name is Akram. I'm living in Belgium. So I passed my citizenship exam in March 2016. I'm still waiting for the code. Other people are getting their roads in a few weeks. I called them, they just said, be patient, and that's all I need. My mom is 80 years old and she is sick. I want to spend some time with her. So she can't travel, she cannot come here. Just waiting for my order. Nobody's there. Thank you.
My name is Anjali. I'm sponsored my husband in 2014. I'm young. And I don't know what to do. I really don't know because they said 2 years, but it's more than 2 years. I didn't see my husband more than 2 years. It's really painful for me. Thank you.
Iraqi citizen. I entered America, United States. I moved 2004 after the crisis of Iraq. Then I applied for Canadian refugee. So I applied for visa from 2004 and 2005, sorry. And they, me and my wife, we doesn't have even PR. Thank you so much. My file is under Zahid office and all of my information over there. My wife, she is moved to the regional in 2009. They were processed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I'll just try to answer based on the sequencing. So just so that this can become, as much as I sympathize and we do want to reunite with families, we want to make sure that we reunite families. I can't speak about a specific case without knowing all the details. And the best person to work through those details to make sure that we work together, both offices, is your local member of parliament. So for the person who's saying, the spousal case is more than 3 years old, or there's a spousal delay from 2014, it's hard for me to answer why. I mean, there could be many reasons why a case that normally, traditionally takes 12 months or less, is taking 3 years. There could be a security delay, there could be other forms of delay that I'm simply not aware of. So I would encourage those people to talk to their local MP, give them the information that they can, as much as they can, and encourage their MP to work with us to make sure we resolve those individual cases. I'm just trying here to have a general conversation around what you think is working well in the immigration system and what can be fixed. In terms of the citizenship test, again, if you did the citizenship test in 2016 and you still haven't received the oath, I don't know why that is. I know that one of the things that the citizenship officials do is before you take the oath, they have to verify, your identity, they have to verify all kinds of triple checking on the various steps in citizenship. So I don't know where that case particulars are, and I again encourage you to deal with your member of parliament. On the legacy refugee issue, I've answered that already. We're working hard to eliminate each and every legacy case. We have the money, we have the team, and we're dedicated to eliminate that. The task force has told us that the most it will take is a little bit less than 2 years. I'm hoping that it will be even faster, because there will be some people in that legacy backlog who are officially there, but actually have been regularized in other ways. They've either withdrawn their application and gone somewhere else, or they have been regularized through the spousal program. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Ahmad. I'm from right, and I've been here in this country for 30 years. And I have a general question, and as you Mr. said, what need to be fixed from my point of view on immigration law. And I say, I'm asking the minister, why Canada does not adopt a policy whereby that a person who sponsors somebody and bring them to here and give a five years time frame for this person to revoke his sponsorship to prevent the scam. That person like this sponsored person only reason just to come to this country. Thank you.
Yes.
I agree with that. Good one. We have to do it.
Yeah, we did it.
We had to do it.
My name is Zulkari. I have one computer.
வேலை செய்ய போய் இன்னும் தள்ளி கொடுப்பு அவனை ஓடர்
They say to me that your appeal is not accepted. So, and then one federal immigration judge asking guys from me.
Unfortunately, I can't comment on an individual case because I don't know the case. I would urge you to go to your MP, give them all the information, and have them give us get them all, allow them a waiver to discuss your case, because again, privacy prevents us from discussing your case, probably like this. And what you should do is go to them, encourage them to contact us, and we'll see what we can do. If there's anything we can legally do to help you, we will do. If there's something, let me finish. If there's something before the court, I can't intervene. Because if the matter is before the federal court from Canada, for example, we respect our judicial system here. We have to wait for them to make a determination. it's anything to do with the immigration system, you work with your MP to work with us, and I will personally tell you right now, we will do whatever we can to work with them to resolve whatever we can to resolve. If it's something beyond our legal framework, then there's nothing I can do. But if it's within our mandate, something, if there's an error in our system, it's a question of just following up and giving you an update so that you can satisfy some documentation. We're more than happy to help, but you have to listen to me. I don't know your documentation.
It is already accepted. The immigration is accepted, but I don't know why part file is closed. This is my question.
I don't know if it is.
So what I have to do?
You go to your parliament, give him or her all your information, sign a waiver, so that they can discuss that case with our office, and we'll see what we can.
Maybe there's no.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. I am one of the thousands of legacy cases living in Vigo every day. I heard about the legacy task force. I want to know what they're really planned for us, because I hope they bear in mind that memories is gone, evidence is gone, people die. It's been 5 years living in Canada. It's for us, it's not our case now, it's our story of 5 years here. I hope they can do something for us. 2 years of waiting is nothing compared to 5 to 6 years of being here. I hope we're really waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel. We're hoping for amnesty for us, if possible.
On the issue of legacy, one of the good things that has come out of Bill C6 is that any time you spend in Canada before you become PR, and I hope you become PR one day, is that it will count towards your citizenship. So the day you become PR, you will have to wait 4 years. In the past, you said you were waiting for 5-6 years. In the past system, when you become PR, you have to wait another 3 years. Under Bill C6, whatever time you spend in Canada will give you a credit of after 1 year, so you'll only be required to wait another 2 years before you apply for citizenship. That's good news from C6. In terms of the legacy task force, what they're doing is they're working really hard to eliminate any withdrawn cases, whatever remaining cases they want to clear that backlog and make quick determinations, shorter hearing times, unnecessary bureaucracy will be removed. They're already actually introduced efficiencies, shorter hearing times for countries that have high acceptance rates, other ways to kind of speed up the process by not canceling a lot of appearances, working with council to get ideas of how to improve that. And the numbers, yes, it's a lot for 5,000 people. But I'm telling you, a good number of those people will have their claims either withdrawn or they've married somebody because they've been living in Canada. So the numbers will go down, and then the remaining people will be cleared through that task force. And they told me the timeline is less than 2 years. So I'm confident that they can do it because they have the money and they have the expertise.
Thank you.
In terms of the conditional PR for spouses. Now, somebody said we should bring that back because there's a lot of fraud. Here's the thing, we have to be guided by the evidence. We can't just base policy on what we think is happening. We have to be guided by what's really happening on the ground. The vast majority of people who sponsor, both sponsors and people who are sponsored as spouses, the vast majority of those relationships are genuine. Number one. Number two, this conditional PR program that was put in place by the conservatives was putting people in vulnerable positions. They were afraid that if they report abuse or vulnerability, they will suffer the consequences and lose their PR. So because of the harm that it was causing, because of the fact that the vast majority of relationships are genuine, we got rid of it. That doesn't mean that we have a lesser of a commitment to fight marriage fraud than the previous government. Our officers are trained very well. They know regional dynamics and particulars about different countries and how to detect fraud in marriage sponsorships. And so they're equipped to do that, and they are doing that. But again, the vast majority of people who sponsor spouses and spouses who are sponsored, those relations, those dynamics tend to be genuine people. So why would we burden them, especially women, put them in vulnerable positions where they're at risk of violence? We don't want that. We want people to live in safe communities, and we want families to thrive in Canada. So that's why we're going to do this conditional PR.
My name is Mohammed Ali and I'm an MBA by profession, so my question is more business related. I believe we should have a good policy for attracting a lot of capital from abroad. Canada is considered a safe, very stable country, but its investment policies are not that business friendly. You need to attract a lot of capital from abroad. People coming from abroad, bringing money. It can have a multiplier effect on the economy, and with that money we can do a lot of good things like sponsoring more refugees and all that. So that's my question. Thank you so much.
I am one of the Sanskrit students who came 7 years ago here to Canada, but still I don't have any here. Not only me, I think 50 people of us. There are no any. If we talk with our member of parliament, they talking with the IRB, they don't get the answer from the IRB, and still many of them rejected cases and they are reappearing. There is no answer for those cases. And after 2012, who came here, they got the box case and they got the PRO answering within 3 months. And we are 7 years waiting. From who is come from my town, they got the PR and they got married and everything. He lost our wife and son, every relatives in that, and we can't rejoin the family. So thank you.
Program, and I've been transferred to federal state for like over 19 months already. And since last November, that state got changed. Not even the security check. I understand it takes a longer time to security check, but according to the notes I ordered, it's not starting yet. And I mean, this is my case, right? I've been to this office. The lady in this office is very nice. She tried to help, but the information she can provide is a little limited. It's nothing too much different from what I see online. And I also tried to call CIC. I'm not sure if Mr. Minister, you know how many people working at the call center. Since they're working hours since 8 to 4, I can only call during my lunch hour. I can only call 7 to 8 calls per day. And then I've been calling for a whole week. So today, this morning, finally I get someone answered, but this lady cannot answer my question. So my question is, at this age, where should I go for my help?
You're a member of parliament. No, they do. They do. Members of parliament have access to inquire on your behalf about the progress of your file, about where your case is, and they usually get very detailed information from their constituents.
Thank you.
Hello everybody. My name is Ali. I came to Canada 2014 and I did acceptance from IRP in 2015. I applied for permanent resident as a person. But still that time I didn't the final decision. And all time I called the immigration since 2016 is under the supervision. And I have many friends like same situation. And I see the regular organization like who applied 2016, they get video who applied 2015 or the end of 2014. We want to know how it works across the time. And I got the first time 5 months. Thank you so much.
My name is Wang from China. I applied PR on the Ontario in mine is always on past 19 months. So we do the security checking this November 29, 2016. So until now, there's no result. So my question is there any standard for security checking? And so my status from international students now become a visitor. And so that's why I'm in Canada. And my husband, he also cannot come here. He rejected a few times. And I have 2 kids here, so just thank you. Thanks for your time.
Number one, on the investment climate, I think that's a broader question for the whole government. How can we make foreign investors feel welcome in Canada and come and create jobs in our country? In terms of immigration, we do have a startup visa program that identifies promising startup companies to come and scale up in Canada so that they can create jobs for all of us. Secondly, we do welcome international students to come, not only study in Canada, but stay in Canada if they can, by giving them the ability to apply. So, for example, we allow them to work for up to 20 hours a week during the school year. When the school break, when the school is closed for the summer or winter breaks, they are allowed to work full time. There's also a postgraduate work permit that allows them to work for up to 3 years, which gives them enough time to apply for PR. So we're very facilitated to folks coming. I have in my mandate letter a commitment to improve processing times and client service for tourists, for business travelers, to come to Canada, check out our markets, check out our investment climate, and invest here. I will answer the gentleman who talked about coming in 2014 and still developing PR together with the Sun-Sea question. They both deal with legacy refugees. Since this keeps coming back, I'm going to make it a little bit more personal so that you understand that I understand what you're going through. There was a backlog of refugees from Somalia and Afghanistan in the 90s. And there was a blanket backlog of those folks, and those people had to be in limbo, waiting for the same kind of processing time of 6 years or more. And I was one of those people. So I waited for my PR for 6 years, and I certainly understand how frustrating that is. You can't go to post-secondary education. You can't, you always have to renew your documents and so on. I was very frustrated by that, and I understand how difficult it can be for a lot of you. But, you couldn't have had a person who understands this issue more, because I waited for my PR for 6 years, from 1993 to 1999. That's when I became a permanent resident. And it was a frustrating thing. And it wasn't because of anything to do with my particular application. They were just going through a backlog similar to what the legacy refugees are going through now. The difference is we have a plan now. I told you about the money that we found in the IRB to fund this legacy task force. And when I say legacy task force, that's what it means. They don't work on any other cases except legacy cases. And their mandate is to clear that backlog. My expectation is that they will actually clear that way before 2 years, because some of those cases will not be valid in the sense that there will be people who will withdraw the cases or be recognized through spousal sponsorship. So I understand what it's like. Prime Minister Trudeau has put in my mandate letter a commitment and a direction to improve processing times and to improve client services. I'm doing that. I'm working very close with the IRB. The IRB is independent. We also have a working relationship where we suggest to them ways to improve efficiencies. And I'm working with them, working hard. They're working hard. They've already introduced efficiencies. The task force will do its work, and in a very short period of time, those legacy cases will be solved. Thank you very much. On security screening, I think that's a broader government question. There is no time limit on security, because as much as we want to be facilitative to refugees and economic immigrants and so on, we also have an equal responsibility to protect the safety and security and health of Canadians. And so in that process, we do have security screening, and it's very rigorous. There are some resource challenges there. Considering the volumes of immigrants that we have, our security officers can only do so much. So therefore, there's a backlog. Can we work more across the government to facilitate more responses to the questions around security, and can we make the process faster? Absolutely, but that will require more money, it will require more efficiencies to be put in place. And if you have ideas about that, we're more than happy to hear. And I will do my part to also express those frustrations to our Minister of Public Safety, who is in charge of security screening. The Immigration Department does not do security.
So the minister is kind enough to give us an extra 10 minutes. However, the people that are coming up continue to talk about their personal case. It's not useful. We've got the minister here. This is an opportunity for you to ask about general things related to the ministry, its work, the minister's mandate. Your personal cases are hopefully being attended to and dealt with by your member of parliament. The minister now cannot respond to your case, so you just used up 60 seconds for that. Please, please, please. We're going to cut off 5 on this side, 5 on that side. If you're talking about your personal case, I'm going to ask, please, that you step aside and allow someone who's going to ask a general question or has suggestions or comments about this ministry to the minister. You would get far better value from this time. Thank you.
A question I have regarding the government's broader immigration and asylum claim policy is that if the government's as progressive as they'd like to portray themselves, why hasn't the federal government suspended the third safe country agreement with the United States? The U.S. is clearly under the new administration not a third safe country for immigration for refugees and asylum claims. And because of the government's refusal to suspend this policy, you have extra pressure on people at the border, and you're having to force asylum seekers to go through bitter winter to cross the border just so that they can have a prospect of getting an immigration status in a safe country. Because considering a lot of the frankly discriminatory and racist policies coming from the Americans, it's sad the government hasn't stood up on this file. And another question relates to currently to the new president's travel ban, and that this government hasn't stood up enforcement as it could have on this file. And with Canadians getting stopped at the border relentlessly, and some of them who requested the Canadian citizens born here based on their last name can't get through. Because at the end of the day, the government saying that Canada's back, where's